how's everybody doing today? It's September 11th, and we're looking at about 1:30 in the afternoon. This is Eastern Time. They're in the middle of the trading day. A little after lunch. Want to take a look at a few things on the S&P 500. But before I get into any of this, as you all know, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You are responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research. And as always, this is just my opinion on the market. All right, want to take a look at where we're at. Want to take a look at where we're going from here. We've got a lot going on. I want to talk about, kind of what I think finished and where I think we're correcting to potentially. It looks like we're on our way a little bit lower. We're hitting some pretty important levels here at 3,300 right now. So just kind of want to take a look and see what happens if we break 3,300. Because it looks like it might be what's happening. So let's take a look at the chart. All right, so let's just take a look at this. We've got. I'm going to go to say a 2-hour chart here. I think we can do this and reasonably look okay. I'm gonna get into this garbage over here in a minute. But let's just talk about what we have potentially just finished. All right, so what I've got here, I've got my 1, 2. The 3 I've got up here. I think that 3 is what we just finished. And again, I'll zoom in up there here in a minute. But what do we've got here from the 2? We've got a nice 1, A, B, C into the 2, 3, 4, no overlap. And then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish the 3. All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3, and then we go in for the 4. And this 4 right here is what we are working on correcting right now. We're still fighting at 3,300. I think it's probably going to break right now based on what I see. But we go in for this 4. Where is this 4 going? Assuming this is a 1, we have an A, B, C into this 2. Assuming that is the 3, we should be looking at a 236 or a 382 off of that move. So let's just go ahead and just do this here. I'm going to pull it off to the side so it's a little easier to see. So we've got the bottom of the 2. If we look left, that's about the bottom of the 2 right there at 24, 24. We'll go up here to the top, which is going to be right around there, right here at 35.87 or so. Pretty close. Pretty close. Let's put the 236 and let's put the 382 on there. Let's get rid of the 50, the 786, 618. We don't really care about these guys right now. We don't really care too much about them at the moment. What we care about is why we have support here at 3,300, because that's the 236. The next level down is going to be down here at the 382, which is going to be at 31.42. If we are going to move down, we're going to go down here to 31.42. Are we going to immediately go down there? All right, I'm going to zoom in now. I'm going to go to a lower time frame. We're going to take a look at what kind of a correction we're dealing with right here, right now. Because this, I think, has evolved. It's kind of changed up a little bit over time. So I just want to talk about what that looks like up there. So let's go to a 30-minute time frame. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to try and get the whole thing on here because I want to get all the way down to where that 382 is. 382 is sitting over there. So that 4 probably is going to come down here at some point. All right. So we talked about this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we've got this. We'll put the A over here. I think the B goes over here, and then the C goes over there for the B. And then what we've got going on right now is an A, B, C here. All right, so we go and take a look at this. From here, we have an A, a B, and then we go down for the C. Now, are we going to stop here? I mean, I don't know. We could. I mean, 3,300, that should be pretty solid support. We've been talking about this buy zone here for a while. And just to be fair, I did try and front run it. I did. We bought right around here. We got some calls. We took some profit. We tried to get back into them and basically took a loss. So for me, it was, basically it was just a dead trade. That whole thing was just kind of a waste of time. And it's okay. It happens. All right, so we've got from here, we've got an expanded flat A, B, C here into the B. Then we have an A, B, working on the C, working our way down. We're finding that support there again at 33. Okay, 3,300. We're finding support there again. I mean, it could be that this is the bottom right there. I don't think it is. All right, so let's just see what we've got here off of this top. Pull that over here. We're going to use our trend-based fib tool. You guys know the deal here. Trend-based fib. We start here at the top, work our way to the bottom, work our way up. We go down to the 100, and that's right there in the middle of the buy zone. All right, here at 32.64. We just hit the 618 though. Okay, we got our first run, a pullback, and then we're finding support there at 3,300, which is the 618. On a correction, you would expect measure the first wave, pull back to the end of the second wave. We should expect 3 targets: the 618, the 100, and the 123.6. If it goes deeper than that, then we've got much further to go. Even if we do find support down here at 32, well, we'll bounce back and then we'll go deeper. We'll cut deeper, probably down to 310 or 3,100 if you're looking at, depends on what instrument you're looking at. So logically, we should find some support there. We should find some support here based on this move from the other day, right? And if you recall, this move down here, let me just zoom in just a little bit more here. This whole move right here was not experienced in the regular trading day. This was all futures driven right here. So the fact that we're coming down here to retest this, you know, it could be futures driven because we did open down here. We tried to push down, we bounced up, right? We had a pretty decent run up, to be honest. And it looked pretty clean at the time. Obviously, we have invalidated that theory, right? We haven't exactly crossed the low from here, but yeah, I mean, you have to admit it doesn't look very good right now. You know, this dip, in my opinion, though, is for buying, right? In my opinion, this is a dip for buying, regardless of what you're buying. You know, find something that looks good. If you're on the Discord, you know some of the things that I'm interested in. But you know, hitting that median, you know, kind of retesting the lows from the 8th, 3 days ago, and very possible this thing just pops up and out of here. What am I interested in though, as far as confirmation that this is done, right? Because still, I think it's possible we go lower down here to the 100. But what am I looking for? Okay, so if you haven't already noticed, I've removed all of the garbage on support and resistance. I've got one left right there, which I need to get rid of. Okay, and let me get rid of this guy here. I just want to clean up the chart a little bit because what I want to take a look at, I think it's okay if I remove this channel now. I can always put it back there if I need to. What I'm most interested in is just cleaning the chart up a little bit. So what am I looking for bullish moves out of here, up and out of here? All right, so we'll measure from the top. We'll take it all the way down here to the bottom. All right, and what have we found so far? So let me just get my normal template on here. Okay, so if we take a look at this, we've got right here, we have some obvious resistance, and that happens to be the 236 of this move, right? We have some obvious resistance there. We had that same churning right here before we pushed through. We had churning here at the 382. These two levels are the most important. Now, this 50 is pretty darn important as well. I would expect there to be some resistance here at the 50 and the 618. I mean, just take a look at the confluence here. Let me pull this guy over. Just look at the confluence at these levels. I mean, right here, resistance, and right here, support. Previous support turned resistance, right? We've got support here. We had churning here. It broke through. We got this new support. More churning, you know, at all of these fib levels. This level right here is kind of sitting right in between the 382 and the 50, which is pretty interesting. I would say that this is you know, pretty important right there at 34.25, right? So that level is going to be pretty important. But, you know, in all actuality, the one that is the most important for us to take over right now is going to be this guy right here where we just couldn't push through, 336.50, right? 336.50, or really 33.65-ish, right? If you're looking at ES, that's going to be pretty important. 33.65. Let me pull this up here because I had the wrong candle. It's pretty close, but you guys get the idea. I won't sit here and lecture you on all of this, but I mean, we've already seen we have the 618 potential target, right? I mean, realistically, we'd push up above 33.33. That's going to be, our new resistance to try and kind of turn and push through. Maybe it happens today. We only have, what, 2 hours and 19 minutes left in the trading day. And today has not been the greatest, right? Today has not been the greatest. I'm on a 30-minute chart. We've been doing nothing but just basically going down. We have erased all kinds of gains that potentially were made back here. We erased the gains from what play I was in. So we're just going to have to wait and see. I wouldn't rush any trades here. I would wait to see some of these to push up and out. I still maintain that it is very, very, very possible that we find our way up at 4,000 by sometime in, October. So I still maintain that. So once this 4 is done, again, watch for some of these resistance levels to get taken out because, really, let's say you wait for this level to get taken out. What do we have from a potential move to the upside? If we do make our way up to, like, say 399, I mean it's still 16% upside potential on SPY alone. So the upside potential is there. You don't have to buy down here, right? A lot of you are perfectly willing to buy all the way up here. So if we're down here a little bit, miss a little bit of the trade, wait for more confirmation, right? Everybody these days is all about confirmation bias. It's what everybody wants, confirmation bias. But let the chart confirm your thought. Don't let somebody else persuade your thought. Let the chart do it for you. In this case, it's going to be this level right here. If we push up above 33.60, or sorry, 33.65, if we push up above that, there's your first confirmation that we are moving to the upside. Okay, again, don't listen to random people on the internet. Heck, don't even listen to me. Watch the chart. Let the chart tell you that we are overtaking prior resistance. And maybe you wait for a push up and then a retest, right? We talk about this kind of stuff all the time as well. Let this thing push up, buy this right here, buy the retest, and then let it go up, okay? Because what could happen, you could be buying right here, and that could work out really well. Then you get up here, and then what happens? You lose it, okay? Because a lot of people don't take profit. A lot of people don't set a stop loss. Once you have a trade that's a couple percent in your favor, set a stop loss. If it goes against you, you can always buy lower. Don't let yourself make money and then just give it all back. You gotta know when to wait. And right now, mainly I'm in waiting mode, but I am looking for a move to the upside. I'd say 90% of my account is just sitting in cash, just waiting, because we broke down below a pretty important level here. Once that happened, it just liquidate all the positions and just sit back and wait. There's no reason to trade this chop. You've got up, down, lower, up, down. We're just basically making some gains, erasing them all, making some gains, erasing them all. Wait for us to take out some of these important levels, then you can talk about getting heavier into positions. But right now, I don't see any reason to rush it. I don't see any reason to rush. I don't see any reason to short down here either. Just for the record, shorting opportunity is gone. You had a bearish pullback here. This would have been the area to short. Would have been good. It still would be good. But as of right now, I wouldn't even short. I wouldn't do anything. I would just basically sit and wait. So that's kind of what I've got right now. All right, I think that's it for right now on SPY. Went for about 14 and a half minutes here, not too bad. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. And wherever you're in the world, I hope you